Afternoon, Business Party Podcast fans. What's happening?
Hi,
Back for another Wednesday. Got a lot of crazy shit to talk about. Some fucking hilarious, wild stuff that's been happening here lately.
Some fucking lying assholes.
Yep.
All right, before we go,
the Democrat Party's showing how they are still.
You lost John Larroquette, you fucking idiots. Anyway, how was everybody's week?
Yeah, not too bad, man. It's actually been going pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. Work is going a lot better here lately. I actually did just get a raise, which is cool.
Hey,
but we're going.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that. The other thing is though, we're gonna be busy as fuck. We're signing all sorts of shit. I think we did get like some sort of like government money too. Whichever time we do for a project like that, I always talk shit to my boss. Mike taking that government funds.
Bend over, bitch. Get it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Govern me harder, daddy.
Yeah. But beyond that, everything else has been pretty good for me. How are you doing, Mama J?
Next time he tells you that, just go.
Somebody come get her. She dancing like a
Work for that money, bitch. Mama J, how was your week?
Oh, it's actually been kind of crazy this week. There's been a lot going on. So my son had his second grade spring concert yesterday, but I had taken him to the eye doctor beforehand to see if he needed glasses, and he does. He's very nearsighted. He cannot see very far away.
Oh,
so we're like, oh, okay. So we take him to his concert, and we sit all the way in the back because we have a stroller with his little brother. And then all of a sudden I see him looking. He's looking for us. And I turned to my husband. I was like, oh, shit. He can't see. He's nearsighted. He can't find us. We're sitting there. We're waving. I was like, oh, the poor kid.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
Well, they do say boys take after their mom, so...
But I'm farsighted. So I don't know. Whatever. It's okay.
I don't know why that makes me think it's Celine Dion's song. Dear far, wherever you are, I can't
Not
see.
seeing anything. That's what's going
on. My face.
And I have some exciting news too, but I think I might wait till the end for that.
All right.
No, I mean you can tell us the exciting news. No, go ahead. It's fucking exciting.
We can do both.
So in the next week or two, we haven't figured out if we're going to start next week or the week after. Me and my new friend Haley, we are going to be starting another. It's going to be two females podcast, which I am very excited about. It's called Pretty Antisocial Pod. Very, very exciting. It's going to be on YouTube, Rumble, where we have Twitter, and then TikTok. So
hell yeah,
that's awesome. That's going to be a good one.
So you can follow us on X at Pretty Antipod. Follow us there.
I don't like. Listen, I don't like it. You don't do it like that for any of our stuff. You're just like, yeah, we can hangover. Don't forget and stuff like. But this is just like pretty antisocial. Yeah. That's gonna be a good one.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome.
Well,
both of you fucking bookworms.
Well, I know. But the thing is like we were talking about it, and there's not very many female right-leaning pods out there.
That's true.
There's a few, but there aren't like, and we're not like the trad wife type or anything like that. So we're just normal women.
Well, you're like, I guess would you kind of call like a modern day trad wife, like you're kind of traditional wives. But you still say fuck them kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do have a sourdough starter that I'm still taking care of. So I guess you'd say that.
Listen, you can say it all you want.
I'm in my bread era.
There you go.
You guys are you guys are awesome. Like I can't wait, and I'm excited for you guys to do this. When you first mentioned that you guys were going to do it, I was excited because knowing the way both of you are, very like both of you go deep into whatever it is. Like, so it's going to be really good, really informative, and both of y'all are just gonna have fun with it. So that's gonna be pretty cool. And don't fucking forget us because you're still a third of this fucking podcast, madam.
I know. I will never forget you.
And that's
As-
gonna be when? Tuesday mornings?
as
Yeah,
as she's
so
at
I
the
don't
Met
think-
Gala, she's
Oh
fucking.
my god, no way.
She's in plaster of Paris at the Met Gala, and we're just like, Mama J, take the peasants away.
Put the mask back on your face, peasants, and carry my tool down
You
the
peasant.
red carpet.
That's not nice. You shouldn't call your husband that.
Oh, that's so. Anyway.
But
Oh
no,
my
we're-
god! Sorry, I have there's a fan blowing in my face, and like little wispy hairs are like getting stuck up my nose. It's gross. All right, go ahead.
Well, speaking of
Davey,
antisocial,
how was your week?
my week has been pretty great. It's been nice to be home between like 3 and 5. I mean, I've been going to work at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but it's nice that it's only 20 minutes away.
Hell yeah.
So so I get home a lot earlier than I used to, and it's only 20 minutes. Like I leave work and I'm home in 20 minutes. I mean, of course, now that I'm going this way from work, there's traffic. I haven't seen traffic in 2.5 years. I come to Misery, and now there's traffic. But I digress. It's a lot nicer.
Did you just call it misery instead of Missouri?
I always do. I always call it Misery. I even spell it. Whenever anybody asks me where do I live, I spell Misery, and they know
That's spelled
exactly what the
misery.
fuck I'm talking about. And sometimes, like when I used to go across the border, like every day when I came home or I went to work, in my head, all I sang was "I am in misery." Whenever I came home. So yeah, but yeah, no. Listen, I'm excited. There's so much stuff coming down the pipe, and this year we are actually serious. I mean, to be honest, we've been kind of serious the last couple of years. Every time we say we're doing more stuff, we end up doing more stuff. Like we got Weekend Hangover now. Yeah, I'm doing off label now. Mama J's got this. You're gonna do another day on here. We've been actually, kind of gaming on here. You've been gaming on the Stabbing Like OJ.
Mhm.
So yeah, Missouri, yeah,
Yeah, Missouri.
and so yeah, no, we're trying to do as much as we can to keep, this whole thing going and keeping people entertained as much as we can, and or if you're not entertained, go fuck yourself. But if you are, we appreciate you. But
And if you want to help us be
I
entertained,
swear
if you're
we're
listening right,
Time.
well, I know. Well, and also that's what I was gonna say. Again, I'm gonna keep trying to promote it. The Discord, if people want to join in there,
Yeah.
the main link is on our Twitch. So if you're not listening on there, just go over to our Twitch channel, same name, Business Party Podcast, and it's in the bio. And I'll try to figure out ways to put it in like the link for YouTube later on. Maybe I'll throw it in there if people are listening and stuff like that. But it'd be nice to get that going so you guys can just bullshit with us and talk about all the stuff that's going on.
did I send you guys what I just got, the soundboard I got?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought I did. So I bought a soundboard. And we are going to be able to take phone calls through the soundboard.
Ooh, nice.
Amazing.
So
I'd like that.
So yeah. So hold on, I'll send it. Let me see. I'll send it really quick to you guys because nobody really gives a shit other than us.
But we
Well-
may have some call-in shows soon, which is kind of
But-
cool.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, I was going through some stuff, and I took out some money from from a place, and I wasn't gonna get it. And then Amanda always tells me to bet on myself. So I said, you
Yeah.
know what, fuck it, I'm going to bet on myself, and I bought it. And well, I was going through Amazon, and I was gonna get the Rode one, which was 600 and change. And I was just going through, and I always check out the similar stuff. And I went and I saw this one, and it's the what is it, Tascam podcast station.
Okay.
And so I saw that one, and I saw it said you could take phone calls, and I'm like, all you have to do is plug your phone in. And I went, motherfucker.
Oh, that's
We
cool.
can finally take phone calls. So yeah, so we will be able to take phone calls through the Google Voice. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Hell
But
yeah.
speaking of misery, I hear Tech Nine's got a new song with Ronnie Radke
Yeah.
and what's that other dude? The
Alex
fucking
the Terrible.
I saw him. What was it on Adam 22 talking about how he does his throat thing? He's like, you gotta take it. You go,
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, it's not in your vocal cords. You don't do it with vocal cords. You take your vocal cords and you kind of stretch together and you put together and then you go. And I was like, what the fuck,
Dude,
And-
he sounds like a fucking demon. When he gets real deep and shit, he is brutal.
And you know when somebody tells you, yeah, if you sniff your finger, you can smell the sea. Yeah, as he's telling you how to do it, I'm sitting there going,
Tasting blood.
I'm trying to do it. That sounded like a dick.
Let's go ahead and I'm gonna throw this on. So this song is pretty badass, real heavy. So anybody wants to check it out, it's Falling in Reverse. The song is called Ronald, which is funny that he named it after himself, but it's kind of like a journey in a way. You'll be able to tell as it goes, and if you've been listening to his music lately, you will see how it kind of fits in. But let's kick this bad boy off. Fucking awesome.
Stranger, nice. I fall from the depths of the face exchange. Pull the trigger, give a bullet to a stranger.
The devil is making the crime of the people are evil and never know demon design is the opposite of a divine. No! The hell is in front of you, side and behind. I can feel every sound of a human decline. Believing the time is upon us when all of our people are blind. Yo! Rain, saw it falling from a tower's dead plane. Head banged, Mandalay Bay Hotel out of lead cane. Sex change could get you caught up in death's range. He played sane, but really imitating Ed Gein. How did we get this way? Nigga, shit to say when we get this way. Having a fit today, so you wanna make a bitch decay. My son's mom, when gone, it was really wrong. I thought it was gone. The vomit, searching for my son, but I didn't go John Muhammad. So the devil's right here on this level, wipe tears. Cause when rebels ready to pop the heavy metal, I fear. Abomination, they've been faking, consecration, hating, wasting education. Got the killer on the killer, gotta chase him. Go! Go! Spiraling out of control and deeper down the rabbit.
That fucking drum.
Fuck yeah.
That I want to run through a wall right now. Holy
Dude.
shit.
I have listened to that song probably 15 times a day. It is ridiculously good.
Dude, that and his The thing with his fucking voice, though, he could do that melodic and just switch it so quick. His range is insane.
It is. It's
Dude.
real fucking good, especially if you've heard that. What's it? That pieces cut my life into pieces. The
yeah.
remake that he did of
Yes. The
that. Holy
Papa
shit,
Roach
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. There's something about being called a racist on Twitter that just makes your career even better.
Right. True.
I mean, because listen, if I like I said, I saw him the first time by accident, and then I realized who he was, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's the guy!" And I was fucking excited. And then the concert was amazing, dude. Falling in Reverse puts off an amazing concert, and when they not opened, but like they were the middle act for Disturbed. Like
Mhm.
I'm like, how the fuck do you beat this? Like
Right.
it's amazing. There's fire and everything all over the place, and Ronnie's just all over the stage, just having fun and just throwing up the middle finger. Like my arms hurt from throwing up so many middle fingers. Just half the time they were on the stage, everybody's just throwing up fingers, and I was just like, I'm the asshole, just sitting there, like everybody's put their finger down
The
and
whole
I'm just like,
time.
fuck that shit, yeah, fuck, just yelling. It was so much fun. Falling in Reverse is great. If I get to meet him, I'd tell him how great he is. Anyway,
See, and that's what's awesome, actually. Wu-Tang, Forever 36 Chambers, hell yeah. And during the song, I love that he fucking, pulled from the depths of the 36 Chambers. That's like where he started going into right before that Tech 9 part. Like, fuck yeah.
yeah. I mean, where do we go? I'm like, I don't know where to go from there. I'm just still amazed. Like, how do we go? You can't just go from a high energy song to a goddamn dog death dedication, all right?
Oh, man. Yeah. Speaking of what's her name.
I feel as though we need some Jesus, though, just for a second.
All right.
That, to be
Some
honest.
We need Jesus in our life.
We do. We need some Jesus Cristo.
Oui.
Hold on.
Jesus Cristo.
Apparently, he doesn't want to come. Hello, sir. Sir.
Sir.
Sir. It's not wanting to work for me. Right
But yeah,
this
anybody that is a fan of Falling in Reverse or Tech 9 or even Alex the Terrible, Slaughter to Prevail, go check out that fucking song.
second.
Again.
Oh my goodness. All right, here we go.
Shut up.
Oh, there we go.
Shut up, Sarah. Don't you ask questions. Keep it up. You'll find out.
Nor for the other also. Unless they're a Republican. Then you can feel free to punch them in the face.
Smoke Jesus.
Let the children come unto me, and do not hinder them. Unless they might be born into poverty. Or they might be an inconvenience to your party lifestyle. In that case, feel free to murder them in the womb.
Jesus.
Haven't you read that in the beginning, God created them male and female,
You forgot the E in Ope.
and genderqueer? Femboy, trans man, trans woman, two-spirit. You have heard that it was said, hate your enemies. But I say to you, this is correct. And here's a handy little chart to help you understand who your enemy is, based on Marxist intersectionality theory.
As the Lord was setting out on a journey, a certain young man approached him.
My lord, what must I do to be saved?
Be less white.
Be less white.
But the man went away sad, for he was very white.
I'm gonna say it again, Rich. I'm not gonna lie.
My lord, if you had been here, my brother Lazarus would not have died.
Do not be afraid. For Lazarus will live again through this mail-in ballot.
This is fucking hilarious.
Dude, when did the Babylon Bee become fucking real news?
By gender,
Right?
non-binary, demi-boy, omnigender, pangender, xenogender, someone who identifies as a large ornate building. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except by reducing their carbon footprint. and getting vaccinated 12 times. Like me.
Oh man.
Cancel your enemies. Curse those who bless you. And burn down the whole country if you don't get your way. Tater-tot gender, ghost boy, tri-spirit, weather gender, transfemme, polyfluid, dolphin man, yodel boy, Goomba sexual.
It's a miracle.
Hey, yo.
Jesus has multiplied the fish and the loaves.
No, no, my son. I've merely stolen it from that village over there. It's called wealth redistribution. Pretty sweet, huh?
Nice.
Would you like to be healed, my son?
Yes, of course, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you.
Then fear not. For I have supported a new healthcare bill that will force you to buy insurance. Because I am a good person. By this, they will know that you are my disciples. If you have one of these yard signs, or you wear a Ukraine pin, or you put one of these human rights campaign stickers on your camel. Here, take one. Super sticky.
Super sticky.
Super sticky.
The poor you will always have with you. This is because of capitalism. Eat the rich. 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 Eat the rich.
It's socialist Jesus.
I think Jesus would have actually agreed with the last thing he said. Eat the rich.
Perhaps. That was fucking ridiculous. That was hilarious. Wow.
Oh, there was more, but oh well, it's okay.
It's all right.
It's okay. But that was funny.
That's great. I'm loving what the Babylon Bee does.
Yeah.
So if you want to go from one roast to another,
there you go.
Tom Brady was roasted this weekend. Not like his wife, who was spit roasted by a karate instructor. But let's just say I love the fact that comedy is finally on its way back.
Tom is afraid of the Giants, which is why Kevin Hart is hosting tonight. All night, he's been using the stool that Aaron Hernandez kicked out from under himself. Kevin is so small that when his ancestors picked cotton, they called it deadlifting. Tom Brady is a patriot, which is surprising considering he looks like a Confederate fag. Clearly, your ex-wife takes after you. I hear she's out there draining balls right now. People love you, Tom. You have the same fan base as Kyle Rittenhouse. Gronk, I'm happy you could take a break from writing Santa letters to be here today. I knew you were here when we were all out of chocolate milk backstage. You look like the final boss in George Floyd, the video game. Jeff is so Jewish, he only watches football for the coin toss. Nikki has such a bad eating disorder, the industry keeps shoving her down our throat. You might recognize her from her podcast appearances, specials, and winning the Triple Crown at Churchill Downs. You might recognize Kevin as the jockey that rode her, and that's Churchill Downs, the racetrack, not to be confused with what Jeff Ross looks like when he smokes a cigar. Sam J, an obese African-American lesbian, so by having here, Netflix checked off a lot of boxes. Andrew Schultz, I'm glad you took a break from watching YouTube videos on how to dap up black dudes correctly. Schultz's mom is a professional ballroom dancer, which means she's a stripper that talks too much. Bert Kreischer is a king. He looks like if the Tiger King and the Liver King only ate Burger King and had a liver that looked like Martin Luther King got beat up by Rodney King. And how about the appearance from the great Ron Burgundy, huh? A whale's vagina, which reminds me, Kim Kardashian's here. She's had a lot of black men celebrate in her end zone. Kim, word of advice, close your legs. You have more public beef than Kendrick and Drake. Thank you guys. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Netflix.
Oh,
it was
so
fucking 3 hours of that. There was multiple Aaron Hernandez gay jokes, suicide jokes, dick sucking joke. It was a fucking the clips I saw. I didn't see. I don't have Netflix because I hate Netflix.
Yeah, I don't
but I'm
either.
probably gonna get it because of this, just to watch the whole thing. But the clips I saw were amazing, and if Netflix continues to do this, they will make a comeback. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's
They
a
just
possibility.
They have a Cat Williams special coming out too.
Dude,
Coming up.
well, listen, Netflix is just grifting, and we know that they're
Oh,
just
yeah.
grifting. That's all it is. Wherever the money goes, they will flow towards it, and they see the shift that's going on.
Right.
Everybody, and if you don't see the shift, you are blind as fuck. Because I mean,
Well, people are really, really, really over the fucking political correctness and just really going hard in the paint, and I appreciate it.
like I was saying before, Luke Radowski just had I don't know if it's a book or what it is, but he has a sign behind him that says, "In this house we say gay and retard," and I'm like, fuck yes. Like it we need to stop word policing, and I think all these protests are not doing what people think it's doing. This whole persecution of Trump, like they are doing exactly what they did in 2016.
Right.
Like they are doing what everybody, and even Stewart said it. Yeah, let's he was talking about it, which, you know, they sat him down on whatever day it was, and was just like right after the first episode, it was like, "Hey John, cut the shit out. Cut your both sides or bad people shit, and stick to Trump's an absolute garbage human being," and that's all it's been since after the first episode. But yeah, it's nice to see that comedy, whatever makes people laugh. Kim Kardashian was actually funny in this too. Like she was making, oh my god, she made Tom gay jokes. She made a Caitlyn Jenner joke.
Oh,
That's funny.
Really?
Dude, I'm telling you, it was fucking amazing. And Comedy Central, I mean, they're fucked as it is, but if Netflix continues to do this, Comedy Central's gone. And what Netflix should do is buy all the shit that okay, it's a double-edged sword. What they should do is buy up all the Adult Swim stuff and all the Comedy Central stuff and just air original versions of it. Is what they should do. And just like South Park and all that stuff, and just allow it to go on. And just let that, and I guarantee you they will explode again. By the way, I did not know how Netflix came to be. Like they literally took over Blockbuster's whole video scheme that they were doing.
Yeah,
I saw a little
much.
video of it, and then the guy was just like, "Yeah, you know, Netflix, Blockbuster is going to be the best. Netflix is not going anywhere." 10 years later, the CEO of Blockbuster is the CEO of Netflix, and basically gave them the whole infrastructure of Blockbuster, because they were just like, "Well, we don't like." Blockbuster's like, "Well, fuck this guy. We don't like him." And he went, "Okay, go fuck yourself. Pay me, and I'm leaving." So,
Oh, I do too, sir. I miss the OG Adult Swim shows. Hell yeah, like fucking
Metalocalypse.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force is forever one of my favorite shows of all fucking time. I was
Hey,
in a
meat
band.
thing.
I was in a band called Badass Red Jeans. Literally after Carl said, "This song makes me want to put on my badass red jeans." We were like, all right. Well. We played the theme song for a concert and shit. It was awesome.
dude, if you have nothing to do for like 20 minutes, go on YouTube and just put Carl clips in YouTube and just watch all the Carl clips from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Him and
You get your
Meatwad.
meat stuff all over the
Meatwad is one of the fucking funniest goddamn
Come on,
characters
guys.
ever. Yeah, come on, guys.
You guys don't understand what's going on. I'm a little bit wrong. I love fucking Meatwad. Hey, Farlock, you gonna give me some of that shake or what?
Yeah, rice chicken. Chicken or rice.
Rice chicken. Hey, you gonna do
Oh
something?
my god. I can't wait to watch that shit again. Now I have to.
Dude, I thank God I have this fucking collection. I keep finding more and more. I found Amanda. What is that? Fuck. The anime with the guy with the thing on his head. I don't know. One of
Oh,
the
I don't know.
like one of the original animes or whatever is we have the poster in our bedroom. I found her like 3 seasons of it with like an anime book. Like it looks all brand new. The books were never open, and they look like kind of like collector's editions too.
Yeah, those are like the manga and shit.
Yeah, it's oh, okay.
But
I don't know why it's not coming up.
Yeah, I didn't watch Adult Swim. I would like watch like the Ed and Eddie. That's about it.
Download the app file for TTV for your Samsung, and you get everything for free. Just got to sit through one ad per show. And Naruto, that's it. Naruto.
Oh yeah, that show was okay. I tried the only thing with me with like some anime and stuff is that I can, if you're gonna start a fight and it takes 7 episodes to get to the end of the fight, I'm already bored. Like it. There was only There's only one anime that I liked, and it was Trigun. It was a Trigun because it didn't really like take that long. It had action. It got to the fucking point.
Yeah, no, I don't watch it, but I found that. But yeah, but speaking of people are tired of this shit, here goes the former mayor of New York admitting that lockdowns weren't necessarily a thing.
What?
The government would now say, we just made a finding that there's a new virus and everyone should do X, Y, and Z. The amount of compliance with X, Y, and Z would be much, much lower than it was at the beginning of COVID because people do not trust the government, because government had no capacity to enforce any of this. You must wear a mask. And people wore masks in New York. But if they said...
Wait. Put the popcorn down. Put the popcorn down for a second because you are going to choke on your fucking popcorn.
Fine.
You are going to choke on your popcorn. I would take the screen and push it back a little.
Like, should I take a shot before what he's gonna say?
Good thing you're having wine tonight. I'm just
I
saying.
finished it already. Damn it.
Well,
time to get another bottle. All right.
If you lived in the tri-state area, this is going to fucking enrage you.
I bet.
I can back it up a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
New York. But if they said, I'm not wearing a mask, there was nothing I could do about it. You must close your private business. I won't. Well, there was nothing I could really do about it. It was really all voluntary, and it was extraordinary when you think about it.
I'm sorry.
Voluntary.
What
I'm
about
sorry.
the gym owner? What about the gym owner that had his shit shut down and he had to fucking pay millions? You fucking faggot ass motherfuckers.
Yep. What about the money that they stole from him? The $120,000 that he raised by the GoFundMe that the government just took.
Yeah.
Woo! That made me mad. And I don't even live there.
Yeah.
That was.
I told you.
Hold on. People will be like, but that was New Jersey. It wasn't New York. What about all those videos of police coming out at night, shutting people's businesses down? Does nobody remember Excelsior? That program where app that everyone had to have on their phone that had their fucking COVID pass on?
By the way, Biz, we are going to do a COVID special on the Weekend Hangover. If you want to join us, I think we're doing it next Sunday. This is we're going to play this. There is so much fucking shit out right now. Listen, I didn't sleep yesterday. I'll be honest with you. I did not sleep last night. If you saw, I was sending shit all fucking night.
Yes.
There's so much shit going on between the Trump trial, so much has come out on COVID, the AstraZeneca thing. We have it here, but like there is so much fucking shit. The Mexico counts, the fucking Georgia counts, Trump, New York. Dude, there is so much shit coming out right now. that I want to punch people who fucking said all of this stuff was false.
Right.
Because everything is coming out now, and the thing,
AstraZeneca pulling its fucking
Yep.
vaccine.
Yep.
well, and I'll tell you why that is in a minute. We'll get to it because we'll pull it up. But the thing that will piss me off the most is it's out of the fucking news cycle. Because it's right away, it's the haste to, no, you got to do this now. You got to do this now. No, you're going to kill people. You're going to kill people. Yeah, tinfoil time tomorrow on off label. You're going to kill people. You're going to kill. And then now, oh no, that's no, we knew. No, nobody told you.
You were going to kill Grandma.
Fucking Destiny. I'm glad Destiny left his wife left him, and I'm glad his wife fucked everybody else except for him, and love the fact that he had to sit in the corner and watch his wife fuck everybody else. I'm glad. Good for you, you cunt.
What did I miss?
Well, Destiny went on fucking on Piers Morgan, which now Piers Morgan show has now become fucking the Destiny Dave Smith Benny Johnson fight every couple days. Destiny said nobody forced anybody to take a vaccine. Nobody really thought that. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, I wanted to punch through my computer screen and relocate his stupid jaw. By the way, the way he talks is aggravating. He just stands like this, and then him and Ben Shapiro probably have the same fucking dad.
Destiny is King Cuck for sure.
Yeah, he is.
Yes,
he is. And he just, I think that nobody really thought that. And here's an idea. How about you save that fucking goatee off your dumb face? It's not 1997 anymore.
Nobody really thought that. How about how all those motherfuckers that got kicked out of the military because they were telling you to fuck off because they didn't want to take that shit, and then later on, no, you might be able to come back in.
No, not even that. They didn't. It wasn't an honorable discharge either.
No, it wasn't. No.
And by the way, one thing that I'll say about the whole Destiny thing real quick, and it's the Ben Shapiro thing too. Just because you talk fast doesn't mean you're smart.
But that's what all of them do. They all do that. When you have no facts, you just try to talk and overtalk. If you watch him and Jordan Peterson did a 3-part episode series, whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah, I watched part of it, and he tried denying so much with Jordan.
He did.
Can we not? Does anybody ever talk about like all the Nazi shit that Jordan Peterson had in his house in one of the documentaries before he got really big? Did anybody ever see that?
Oh, I didn't at all.
He's got like World War II paintings all over his fucking
like, hey
house.
Jordan, what do you like to collect?
Sorry, I just had to point that out because I had watched a documentary about him like before the whole thing happened at the University of Toronto, and I was sitting there and I was watching. And he's like sitting there doing an interview, and there's like a huge painting with like Nazi youth on it, and I was like,
wait a minute.
Am I the only one seeing this here? Like, what's going on? Can you explain this? Like, how are we not talking about this?
In that documentary, they did ask him about Hitler and what he thought about it, and all he said was,
special teams, special plays, special players.
That's all he thought about it. But no, listen, to be honest with you, I'm fascinated with World War II stuff also. Like, I mean, not for nothing. Like, it some of the stuff that like, I like history stuff. So like, I like old coins. I collect old coins. Like, I like to know kind of the history behind things, like like an 1817 like coin. Like, who used this to buy a paper? Who used this to buy alcohol? Like, not to get like sick or anything, but like, if you have a knife from World War II, like, whose fucking blood is on this thing?
Oh yeah,
like,
absolutely, dude.
Who died? Who
my grandfather fought in World War II, and he came back obviously to show me shit later before he passed when I was like 13. But I saw a lot of the shit he had, and he had like watches off of dead German soldiers and other shit. He had all sorts of shit like that, and I was like, that's pretty intense. He pulled that off a dead body.
I will not lie. Yeah, I think Drew's grandfather, he would collect pins off of Nazis' uniforms after he killed them. So we have a belt that has like all these pins on it. What's kind of neat though is he helped them on with his shoelaces. So it's old shoelaces on this belt holding all these pins together. It's crazy.
See, my grandmother did the same thing, but she used to have a charm bracelet with my uncle's teeth that she knocked out. So it's, you know, same difference, same. True story.
That's fucking ridiculous.
But
no shit though. Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry because I saw this the other day and I was like, what the fuck? So on Instagram, there's there was an advertisement for people whose dogs, their teeth had fallen out, and you could make it into a ring.
No.
Yes,
that's ridiculous.
What, a Nuva ring?
I swear. No. Oh my god, I swear. It was really gross.
But
yeah, that's weird.
I think it's because it's so close in our lifetime that, you know, like we have grandparents that were serving over there. Like my grandfather was in Puerto Rico. He fucking opening coconuts. He had no involvement in it, but like to be able to talk to somebody who was actually there doing that stuff and just having that like memorabilia, knowing that like that stuff happened and it's so close in history. To me, that's kind of cool. Like, I don't know why the Vietnam War isn't as cool. I think it's because we kind of quote unquote lost. Right. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta bring that up. Amanda's her dad was a part of the Korean Paul Bunyan tree, where they taught Koreans how to plant trees to grow and stuff like that. And her dad was a part of that mission, and it's pretty cool. They still talk about it till this day. And one day I'll meet him before the baby's born, hopefully.
Right. Hell
you
yeah.
know? But yeah.
Gotta
but the
firm up that handshake before you meet him.
Right.
But yeah. But now we have the Cuck's brother, the other Cuomo-sexual.
Yeah, I want to see what this fucking retard ass say. Isn't he still working with Valuetainment now, or he got signed there?
Yep.
Okay.
By the way, he
was on yesterday with them. I didn't get to watch the whole thing though, so there was stuff about it all over the place. I didn't really pay attention. I wanted to watch it myself, but I think they get into COVID stuff while he was on there. But
wait, because I wanted to play. Fuck it, we'll play this first, and then
New York Times released an article that's getting a lot of play that says that there are thousands of people who say they're still suffering side effects they believe from the vaccine, and that those have been ignored. Now, one of them is nurse practitioner Sean Barkovich. He says he got his first dose in 2020, had side effects. Just standing up sent his heart racing, stinging pain in his eyes, mouth, groin. Those have gotten a little bit better, but he still has what they call tinnitus. That's a ringing in the ears. We know that vaccines can have unintended consequences, AKA side effects, but nobody's really talking about it because they're too afraid of blame and they just want it to go away. But the problem is people like Sean and me and millions of others.
I'm sorry, people like Sean and who?
Yeah, didn't he suffer whatever? Some bullshit from it?
Yeah, remember when he just came out of the fucking basement after getting into an argument with his neighbor about 6 times because, you know, his neighbor wasn't wearing a fucking mask and he was out there lollygagging all over fucking town without a mask on, doing whatever the fuck he wanted to. But then he just miraculously came out the fucking basement one day, sweating his ass off like, oh, look, I haven't seen my wife and kids in fucking 2 weeks. And bullshit. You were in fucking, you were at the Hamptons, you cuck. You were at the fucking Hamptons.
See,
listen,
he never had said anything about like a vaccine injury though. He pretended that he had COVID real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
Blame.
Real bad.
They just want it to go away. But the problem is people like Sean and me and millions of others who still have weird stuff with their blood work and their lives and their feelings, you know, physically, are not going away. Sean Barkovich.
So yeah, that's a big difference from this right here.
Yeah.
You, Byron Donald, you are not telling people to get vaccinated. You are not pushing it. You are not saying it's the right choice. You're saying you're not doing it and your family's not doing it, and you're leaving out of the equation that you can make other people sick, as if that doesn't matter. Okay?
Chris, did you not just hear my answer 30 seconds ago where I said if you want to be protected from these variants and the original
What about
strain,
protect
please
other
go
people?
get vaccinated. I promote you to do that. I just told you live on your own show that if you want to get vaccinated in America, go do it. But if there are Americans like myself who choose not to, please don't berate me for doing that. That is a personal choice I have made with my own health care. I am allowed to do that. I'm entitled to do
Byron, you're absolutely right to do it. You have a right to do it. Two different statements. Okay? Do you have the right? Of course, nobody's debating that except you guys as a false choice. What I'm saying is,
fuck you. I will never fucking like that dude. I don't give a fuck if I don't care if he's in Trump's cabinet. He could suck the whole dick and balls.
Yeah.
Because you're going to fucking sit there and do that on CNN and then turn around and go, well, maybe we... No, fuck you. You're not getting any COVID amnesty, Chris.
No, yeah,
Mike
these are those
or
type
John
of guys.
or
Like,
Andrew,
I would like to see him in real life and just be like, "What's up, bitch?"
Yeah.
just straight to his face.
Yeah. I don't give a shit if you work out. I've got so much
fuck that.
fucking pent up anger from you fucking people and what the fucking bullshit you guys put us through. You put a lot of people through a lot of shit. You fuck.
Yeah.
Is it right to do it? Have you spoken to a doctor? You're supposed to be
None of you gave a shit. Fucking, what was the guy who got kicked out of a band for not being able to get a COVID vaccine? He couldn't do it. His
Yeah,
doctor
because
said-
because he was susceptible to Guillain-Barré.
Yeah.
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 It was it wasn't Rage Against the Machine, but it was.
Was
one
it the
that
Offspring?
Offspring.
Yeah, it was
that's
the
what it
Offspring.
was.
Yeah. He got kicked out of the fucking Offspring because he couldn't get it, or else he'd get Guillain-Barré, and they were like, "Well, you got to get it, or you're out." No.
Yeah.
Fuck you, people. And this is
You know
why
what
we're
that
gonna
is?
do
That's
that
very,
show.
very.
And that's why we're gonna do that fucking show to remind everybody all that bullshit. Like Mama J knows it. Mama J knows it. It brings up a lot of fucking feelings because a lot of people in the Midwest don't know what we had to go through. You don't. It's
Indiana. I didn't have barely shit going on here, so no, I don't.
I hate using
a lot of people in the South too. Like, if you weren't in like a really blue area, you don't know how bad it got. Like, I mean,
Right.
I'm sure that you'd have those instances and stuff like that, which everyone did, but it was like it was suffocating. That's why you saw a lot of people moving. It was like it was literally suffocating.
And
You could
Amanda,
feel it. The whole energy shift in like everywhere you went was off. It was weird. It was like, I mean, you were in a constant state of like
fear.
always looking over your shoulder too.
fear.
It
You
was
were in constant
It was weird.
in fear and panic because you weren't wearing your mask correctly, and somebody was gonna come up and fucking play the knockout game.
Yeah.
Or come up to your face.
Well,
and
that's
come-
one like around here. I'm not gonna lie. Around like we barely had the mask shit, whatever else, and I understand like why some people did it, whatever else. But I found places where I could go that didn't try to push that shit and whatever else, which I know was easier in my state than others. But the reason being is because I wasn't gonna end up being that guy on YouTube. Because if some motherfucker tried to tell me I had to do something, you're gonna get punched right in your fucking mouth. Not gonna fucking I'm not that dude who's gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna hit you. That's it. I don't talk shit. No, if you're gonna do something like that, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
All right. So up in New Jersey at Target, they had buttons like this. Do
Really?
your
For sa-
part.
hold on.
Do your
for
part.
sale.
For sale.
For sale.
They
were selling those
these.
buttons.
Stay home and chill.
That's ridiculous.
6 feet.
Amanda
Let's
said a
see,
PTSD trigger. Yeah, I hate to use that word because I feel like PTSD is for people who served overseas or who were in like that kind of like traumatic. But it's like a PTSD thing where
Well, there's different versions. I mean, I know what you're saying, but there's people that go through other shit that have PTSD about things.
Like it drives me fucking insane, dude. Like your mental state just goes somewhere else for a lot of people, and it's a lot of people that just wanted to live a normal life and just were saying this from the fucking beginning.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's more enraging. We were saying this from the fucking beginning, and everybody was just like, oh no, you just want people to die. You're gonna die. You're gonna kill your grandpa. You're gonna kill these people. You're gonna end up. Biden, the fucking president of the United States, said it was gonna be the winter of death for the non-vaccinated. We're still here, you old fuck. While you're sitting there shitting yourself at the White House, we're all living our lives like we've been the entire time. But now we don't have the threat of fucking being punched in the face anymore. And now all of a sudden you people just want to go, hey guys, we're sorry that happened. Can you... No. And the same people who say that are the same people who right away be like, I choose the bear because men are just gross and disgusting.
Exactly. And why would you buy a button to tell people to stay home if you're at home? Who the fuck is gonna see it? Truth.
Grifter's got a grift, bro.
Yeah,
like,
true. Yeah.
Fun. But I saw the greatest response to that though. Just like, so then why would you like a man who's pretending to be a woman be in the same bathroom as you?
Yep, that was Ronnie Radke.
By Mr. Ronnie Radke himself.
Yeah, I did. I duetted that on TikTok.
Yeah.
So I used to put messages on my mask. I had duct tape with me everywhere I went and a Sharpie, and I would write and I would baa at people with my mask because I would write like we're all sheep, and I just like baa at people. I got so crazy, like loony. I would go down aisles at ShopRite and be like, bah.
That's hilarious.
People.
I love it.
I couldn't take it. I was just like, this is just fucking insane.
That's awesome.
Yes, it was this one.
Consensus is in about women. So the consensus is in about women trapped in the woods alone if they would choose a bear or a man. And the majority have said a bear because they just don't feel safe with men. And I agree. So tell me why most of you same women want a biological male to be able to use the same restroom as your daughter.
Boom. Answer me that, Batman.
Riddle me that. Yeah. No, it's and it's just like I said, the hypocrisy of it is the same person that would tell you that would be the same person to choose the bear, a man or woman. Because
I love the fucking meme lately. It's like the bear chooses man after spending 3 days with each woman. He's like, I need you, man.
Yeah, I did. I lived through COVID 3 times, each in less severe. Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. That don't fucking come at me about that. Don't ever. No. If you want to lose a fucking argument, there was no way. What up, Adam? People just don't understand the fucking nightmare we went through, and for these people once again to just go, we're sorry. No. It's
I actually
not.
did. I printed out the code. It's time to talk. Let's declare pandemic amnesty article because I never want to forget. I need to file this away with all my other files.
Oh yeah,
that I have all my other articles and shit that I print out because you can't.
COVID-19 vaccine associated mortality in Southern Hemisphere. The 17 countries studied comprised 9.10% of the world population, 10.3% of the worldwide COVID injections, vaccines, all ages. The specific tests for casualties are satisfied as extremely demonstrated in these sections of the present paper. COVID-19 vaccines can cause death absence of excess mortality until the COVID-19 vaccines are rolled out. The COVID-19 vaccine did not save lives and appeared to be lethal toxic agents. Strong evidence for a causal association and vaccine lethal toxicity. Casualty in excess mortality is amply demonstrated. And this was by research in the public interest correlation from September 17th, 2023. Why does 2023 seem so far away? Like every time I see 2023, I forget that it was like fucking last year. I'm like, December of 2023 was so long ago.
There's a lot of 7s on there too. I notice numbers like that quite a bit.
You know, it's weird because my daughter's birthday was yesterday, and it's 5/7, and I've been seeing 57 come up a lot, and it's been really, really weird to see. I want to try to get that last one. There was another article or something that we had that was COVID related.
I think it was the AstraZeneca. I try to group them together with what I sent to you.
And okay, yeah, because we were going to talk about this next.
The World Health Organization says there's no reason to stop the use of the Oxford AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine. The statement comes after Bulgaria, Romania and Thailand joined 3 Scandinavian countries in suspending inoculations with this particular vaccine. They were reacting to reports of blood clots in some people who'd received the shot, although there is no evidence of any link.
We can say that yes, blood clots are happening after vaccination, but they're almost certainly not caused by the vaccinations.
There's nothing to suggest a causal link between clots and the vaccine, so there seems no reason to be worried about either vaccine being used in the UK rollout.
AstraZeneca admits COVID vaccine can cause rare side effect. They're currently admitted in court for the first time that the COVID jab can cause a deadly blood clotting side effect.
AstraZeneca has told a British court that its COVID vaccine can cause a rare side effect which can lead to blood clots and low platelet count. The company is currently facing a barrage of class action suits in the UK.
Well, damn.
Yeah, and now it's being withdrawn from the market and not going to be able to be used in the EU. It's not going to be approved anymore.
And you know why, right?
Because there was court documents that showed where AstraZeneca had claimed that yes, there is a high propensity for people to have severe thrombosis.
And
From the
there's
vaccine.
there's no money in it anymore.
Yep.
There's no money. So hey David, what did I bring up a while back? Yeah, you were right, Rich. Rich was absolutely right. He nailed this on the fucking head. Whatever it's called, deep thrombosis, famosa thing.
Oh yeah, I remember him talking about that. Yeah.
But yeah, there's no money in it. Why make a vaccine for something that nobody's gonna take? Why spend money on it?
What's funny is didn't Pfizer just come out the other day saying like the next big thing is going to be cancer treatments and shit?
I think so. Yeah, and didn't they say that they just developed some mRNA one too that can treat viruses that they don't even know about yet? Like, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah.
Like, are people believing that?
Yes.
Like, really?
Yes. I mean, come on.
Oh my
They're believing
God.
that fucking Gaza is this fucking holy land and Palestine's being bombed and not and the free Palestine. They're believing that, which once again, my take, I don't give a fuck either way. Stop sending money there. Now they're telling us that Social Security and Medicaid is going to go away. So guess where more of our tax dollars they're going to want to put in there. It's just so fucking stupid. But there's no money. I know, and Amanda said, and I got shit for not getting the jab from anyone. Yeah, from everyone. Yeah, everybody gave everybody shit about it. But yeah, there's no money in it anymore. There's no guaranteed. The medical companies have already fucking swindled us out of all billions of dollars for it. I mean, they can try to do it, but like I said, because pharmaceutical companies can't be sued in the United States. So if they get you the
pretty
jab-
much. I mean, they have been kind of before, but I think it's pretty fucking hard to do.
There's a big one up that like I actually don't hear anybody really talk about Gardasil. There's a big there's a case going on with that right now.
Which one's Gardasil?
It's the HPV shot that they try to give every girl and then every boy at the age of 12.
Which
for
is
the
fucking
human
ridiculous.
Papillomavirus.
It's fucking
because they
stupid.
say HPV could potentially be a cause of cancer. And I was just like, so should we get a shot for anything that could potentially maybe someday?
Hey, they're like, you know what? This could potentially cause cancer, so let's give you a little bit of it that may still give you cancer.
You know
How
what
about
causes cancer? The ingredients in bread. I looked at the fucking Walmart bread the other day. There was words on there I couldn't fucking pronounce, and bread wasn't one of them. And fucking and I was just like, why? It's fucking yeast, salt, sugar, whatever it is.
Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing I've been doing lately. I think I've lost about 5 pounds in the past like week or so. I'm trying to cut out a lot of fucking packaged foods and shit. And I'm really getting to the point where I'm making my youngest daughter do it too. I'm trying to get my son more, obviously my middle daughter and my son more into it as well. But we really need to stop eating processed bullshit that is terrible for us.
And what did I hear? The fucking Chinese have invented fruits and vegetables that the seeds no longer reproduce into fruits and vegetables anymore.
Yeah, that's actually that's a big thing with like the Monsanto type thing. If you like with farmers and everything, they have to buy the seeds from them, and farmers can get fined if it finds out that they're not using those particular seeds, or if they've bred seeds and shit.
Who the fuck voted for that? Who
I don't know. We weren't paying attention.
Of course, because they wake up at fucking 2:00 on a Sunday morning, and they're like, "Passed? Hey, we need 10 people to get here to vote for this." Okay, I'll do it. I'll put you on this board. Okay, I'll do it. Let's pass it. All right, it's passed.
Yeah, the seeds are considered Monsanto's intellectual property. Yes.
It's just, I mean, we're fucked. We're
honestly one of the craziest thing it made me think, because I was like, holy shit. Was so Tulsi Gabbard was on Joe Rogan's podcast a few months ago with another gentleman from Hawaii, and they were talking about the Maui fires. The gentleman from Hawaii was talking about how, isn't it funny how you don't see fruit bearing.
Oh,
Mama locked up.
They got her.
They're like, no, you can't say this.
You can't talk about fruits on here. The
Here, let's
government
take her down for a second. See, there she is. Okay, there we go. Boom. All right, now what were you saying?
Did I stop at?
We stopped
the
at
fruits.
Gay guys having babies. Go.
Yep. Fruits.
Oh.
Fruits
So
bearing.
what happens is that no, just kidding. So what they're saying is that, isn't it funny that you don't see fruit bearing trees or plants or anything in the wild anymore? They're all in kind of orchards and stuff. Like you can't see like a random apple tree or a lemon bush, or I mean, you,
No, not
you
really.
can't
No.
like in some places, but it's not very common to see like
No.
out in the woods or whatever, those type of things. And they're like, he was talking about how in Hawaii you should be able to see those types of things all over the place, but you don't. And
You
it's
used to be
just
able
like
to
a
just walk
food
ar-
control.
Used to be able to just walk around.
By the way, nice melons.
And just see them anywhere you wanted, but now you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. Nobody had. I mean, there's people that have them, but they grow them themselves. You don't see just wild crabapple trees. Remember crabapple trees? We used to play home run derby with those things. We used to take
absolutely.
that big red bat and just play home run derby. You don't see that around anymore. You
No,
know, and it's just like
don't.
we're turning. Yeah,
Well, they're trying to make and I get the point of like it's not even like really a socialist thing to say, but how people say food should be a right, and like America voted at one point international stage that no, it's not. The reason why they're saying no, it's not is because they control. That's it. That's the whole reason. Like if they don't want it to be a right, like can I go, like say if I own property in my front yard, can I just start planting a bunch of food, whatever else? Maybe, depending on where I live, but half the time they're going to come to you and give you a whole bunch of bullshit about it, especially if you're just planting trees and all this other shit, unless like you're doing certain things. It seems like they just want to control everything. It's like what I think, you know?
It doesn't seem, it is. They want to control fucking everything. The air you breathe, every single fucking thing. But we do have a, where'd it go? I had it up and then it was gone.
Americans are so broke and they don't even realize. Now, check this out. Let's say you live in the US and you make $3,500 a month after taxes. I'm being generous. Rent, $2,000. Car payment, $500. Car insurance, $200. Health insurance, $200. Phone bill, $100. Wi-Fi bill, $50. Light bill, $150. Water bill, $100. What's the point of making more money if you don't get to keep any of it? Who cares if you make $4,000 a month if you don't get to keep any of it? 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and that includes half of six-figure earners. 80% of you guys are in debt and don't own anything, and half of you guys don't even have $500 in your savings account. But let's call other countries poor and let's call other people poor. Living paycheck to paycheck your whole life and being in debt your whole life should be considered poverty, but it's not. And I know this is going to hurt a lot of Americans, but it's the truth. The US system wants you to spend every waking moment of your life working and paying into a system that will never benefit you. Slaving away your whole life just to be retired for a measly 10 years. At least here in Mexico, we own our things. We own our houses. We own our cars. We're not in debt. But anyways, that's a story for another day.
Yeah. They're not wrong. And not being able to just plant your own food, because that was another fucking thing.
Well, but here's the thing that comes with that argument, though, is that, like when people hear that, the socialists will be like, well, that's because we need socialism and blah, and blah. No, it's because we need actual free market capitalism without a fucking entry fee and all that other fucking bullshit and none of the crony stuff, none of these fucking lobbyists and everything else, like, and all this fucking regulations that make it hard for anybody to actually start a small business. That's the problem.
Like we were even talking about trademarks and shit. It costs a lot of money to trademark. Just
$350 to get something trademarked each.
Yeah, fucking stupid.
Each.
To be honest. Yeah.
Each. And I found out that if your trademark is used, you have to like if and that's why you see all these like rock stars like suing each other for things, is because if somebody uses the trademark and they're not allowed to, if they don't sue the person, it becomes free market and anybody can use it. So it's such a fuck system that like they make you sue. Like what was it, like the reason why doctors and hospitals, besides they're just fucking greedy, it costs so much to go see a doctor is because their insurance is through the roof. Because if you leave if a doctor puts a screw in wrong and something happens, everybody's just going to sue the whole family's just going to sue the hospital and just take millions and millions of dollars away from the hospital. And that's one of the reasons, besides the how money hungry they are, that seeing a doctor is so fucking expensive.
Well, and they also got to pay for people who don't pay their bills.
Amanda said the FBI doesn't like you talking about their melons. True.
Listen here, Todd. I can talk about your melons anytime I want.
Todd's got bigger melon than balls. I'll tell you that right now. Fucking,
sitting around watching our asses all day.
And we laugh about it, but it's fucking true though. Like, look at poor Rich. Poor Rich had that fucking SS thing on his boarding pass because he was like, they were watching him. They would the story about the father who was taking a trip with his family and noticed that a bunch of S's were all over his ticket, his boarding pass, is because the government was watching him because of the things he said. And Rich, they did it to Rich.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's like, they can see everything, they can hear everything. Every little device you have now is connected to the internet, and they will hear
what was it? Fucking Drinking Bros. I guess they get listened to a lot by the government. I guess they actually transcribe their podcast sometimes. Like like actually taking like go through and stuff just because, well, Dan was a veteran and everything else, and they talk a lot of shit. Like, dude, that's fucking ridiculous. You can't even have a show in America just talking shit about things. You got to have governments listening to you and shit. Like, it's so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that was it. After Rich went to Katy, Texas. After he went to that thing that where all the people were arguing with each other.
Right.
Yeah, Amanda also said everyone is I've ever known that was tested for HPV tested positive. Hint, they're all still healthy. Yeah, I mean, listen, cancer is mainly
Everybody
caused.
has it. That's the thing. Everyone has it.
But they scare you. That's the thing. They scare you. And with Project Mockingbird, they fucking they scare everybody into thinking something, and the news is all on it together. And if you don't think so, watch the Met Gala and see, everybody who's fucking there. The press is there with them and everything like that. We were talking about it Sunday. We were talking about the inauguration and showing Lady Gaga from Joe Biden's inauguration. And I've been saying forever, we're going towards the Hunger Games. Now all of a sudden I hear everybody saying it now. Oh, we're going towards that. No shit. I've been saying this for at least 2 years now.
Yeah.
I have seen so many videos on like TikTok and stuff like that, talking about how the Met Gala, everyone there looked like it's everyone from the Capitol.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, Rich, you're not wrong. Cancer is mainly caused by damaged DNA replicating the part that is damaged over and over. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of hereditary, apparently.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Yes.
And the foods that we eat, everything that we eat that the government makes has all this shit in it. Once again, if you don't think that the government's in on all this shit and you think they're going to cure cancer, you're out of your fucking mind. It's like the drug war. They make too much money.
Already.
What?
Cured cancer.
I guarantee you they have. But
I think there's a cure for it.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Watch
Magic Johnson no longer Magic Johnson no longer has AIDS, okay?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They know how to they know how to cure all this stuff, but they don't want to. There's too much
Well,
money
South
involved.
Park got it right with that though. He just threw money at it.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's too much money involved to cure any of these diseases, and they make us sick so that way they can cure us. And that's why and when there's no need for it, like what's going on with AstraZeneca, they'll just move on to fucking castrating kid drugs. And that's the new fucking hot button topic now. And they're scumbags. They're all scum. Like I said it a couple weeks ago. Just fucking legalize it all. But they won't. They won't. Now all of a sudden, now it's election time, folks. Just to let you know, reminder, it is election season. So when you hear, oh, marijuana is going to be federally regulated and going to be allowed, they're lying to you. They're lying to you. Because
they might bring it down on which I agree with, that they should take it down off. Like, it's not a deadly drug. They shouldn't have it on the Schedule 1. But when it comes to like federal, like I start getting really iffy with that because I'm a smoke. I love weed, but I don't want government involved in it, to be honest.
No, look what they did to look what they did to Vegas. The mob ran it. It was run very well. Now the government runs it. And it's going down the fucking tubes. But to be honest with you, I don't think the government thinks very highly.
Are you bringing up the one video? No, I'll bring up Luke Rukowski. I'll bring up the Rukowski one. Yeah.
Okay. You can put yours on also.
I got it.
But are you gonna do the? I was gonna play this one first and then the other one, but okay, play the other one.
All right. This shit is fucking... Oh, it's so hilarious. There we go. Let's go ahead and show what Kathy Hochul thinks of well, you'll see.
Young
Come on. What the fuck?
black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges. Young black...
Whoever that dude is that did the video fucking cracks me up.
Oh
By the way, that video is old. You know when that
It is
video came out first? That video came out when when they
Someone
were
else said that black people didn't
the
know
IDs
anything about
when
computers.
they no wait was it fucking stupid Cuomo?
It may have been it may have been Cuomo.
Or was it?
remember.
Oh no, it was De Blasio. I think it was
but
one of them said,
yeah.
that they don't have access to computers, and that's when that was made. By the way, apparently the Democrat Party is still a bunch of fucking racists. So for all of you people who keep saying, "Oh, Republicans are racist," she said that black kids don't know what computers are. If that was true, why do I go on COD and hear the N-word being thrown around like fucking like it's Skittles?
Oh, for real. Oh, goddamn, that's hilarious.
But she did try to backtrack.
Yep.
Of course she did.
And she's like, I misspoke. I regret it. Of course, black children in the Bronx know what computers are. The problem is that they too often lack access to the technology needed to get on track to high-paying jobs and encouraging industries like AI. That's why I focused on increasing economic opportunities since day one of my administration, and will continue to fight to ensure every New Yorker has a shot at a good paying job.
Where the hell are you? Are you reading it? Is that the same article?
Yes.
Oh.
Towards the bottom.
Oh.
Up. Right there.
There you go. But
That's
yeah, but it's this. She didn't fucking misspeak. I love that how it's okay for certain people to misspeak, but other people, former president, misspeaks and says, well, you could put we're researching stuff into putting some kind of disinfectant or something into you. He said fucking bleach. He said everybody put bleach in you. No, don't put bleach in you. You're fucking idiot. Like, she said black kids didn't have computers.
Yeah. They don't know how to use computers. They
don't
don't
know how to get IDs.
Well, listen, but they don't but they may know what a computer is, but they don't understand the technology. You see, they have it, but they don't understand the technology and AI.
I'm agreeing with Rich, and I don't like to do that a lot. New York gets what New York fucking deserves. Okay, they get what they deserve. That's who you wanted in as governor. Congratulations. That's what you get as governor.
To be fair, it was actually kind of close between her and I think it was Lee Zeldin.
Yeah. Yeah, but he lost. He lost.
He did.
As the one great philanthropist of our time, Vin Diesel said, you don't you can either win an inch or by a mile, you still fucking lost, all right? And I'm paraphrasing. But he
said family.
It's just stupid, man. It's so fucking stupid how people just don't understand it. Did we get thrown off Rumble?
No.
I think we did somehow.
No. For some reason we have the Weekend Hangover banner up.
I know, like I can't figure it out with that. I'm trying to. I don't.
Yeah,
whatever.
I know. I'd stream like I said. But yeah, the Democrat Party has never stopped being racist. They think the color of your skin makes you stupid. I don't understand how people don't understand that. They try to coddle you because of the color of your skin. Joe Biden picked the vice president because the color of her fucking skin after she called him a racist. Are you people that fucking dense and stupid?
Oh yeah, and And then whenever what was it? They asked Kamala about like, well, you called the mountain bus. She was like, it was a debate.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Can I tell you, Drew Barrymore has my heart. She has since what was that movie where you saw her itty bitty titties, where she had cancer in that movie with Whoopi
No idea.
Goldberg. I forget it, the name.
I
of the
really
movie.
never liked her personally. That's me though.
But she called Kamala Mamala.
Yeah,
and
fucking-
it started trending because do you know what Mamala means in Spanish?
No.
Suck it.
No.
All right, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Dude, when I tell you
Mamala ese.
she's getting played by the Spanish speaking people in this country. She really is. She went to Puerto Rico and they sung an entire song about how she's fucking stupid and dumb, and she's just like and she's sitting there clapping along while they're calling her dumb to her fucking face, and her
Who was
aide
that?
had to go, Kamala Harris.
Oh, okay.
She went to Puerto Rico and they were just
That's
singing, telling her how stupid she was, and her assistant had to say, the song is not a good song about you. And then she stopped clapping. And then Drew Barrymore said Mamala, and the Spanish speaking fucking coalition just went off. And I was reminded of the joke I played on my first wife where she just kept yelling chicha in the middle of a fucking Puerto Rican restaurant, which means fuck, because she called chicharrones chichas, and she saw somebody else order it and she's just fucking yelling chicha, 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 and the whole fucking restaurant stopped. Mamala just was amazing.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's really funny.
It's just the stupidity of fucking people.
Do you think she knew?
No, she's dumb. She's fucking dumb. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit.
No,
First of all,
Drew Barrymore. Do you think Drew Barrymore knew?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Drew was trying to be as sincere as possible, and she's on lithium like Britney Spears. We have to see if she has a conservatorship because something's up with Drew Barrymore. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I think Drew was just. I think Drew was just.
Dude,
trying
did
to
you
be a
see that?
good person.
No, she's being a fucking retard. Did you see whenever she had fucking Dylan Mulvaney on, she was on her knees?
Yeah.
And it's fuck Drew Barrymore.
I tried once.
No. Yeah, fuck
She
that.
said
He's a
no.
fucking idiot.
And then I woke up.
Oh man.
Looked like she was trying to fuck
man.
Dylan Mulvaney that day.
I just.
What has he been up to?
Trying to look like fucking Julia Roberts. That's what he's been up to.
And
I
being
swear to
extremely.
God, he looks like Julia Roberts from Miss Congeniality. I think
It's hilarious.
he went to
At the end of the day, when he's like, "Man, you know what? It's been a hard day being a girl, but I'll tell you what."
My balls was hot.
being wrapped in all that plastic, it would be. Holy shit.
Oh my gosh. Well, now I need to know.
But it's and he like his audience is young children, and
Yeah.
these kids are just getting fucking dumber and dumber by the day, and this fucking dummy right here is an example of you got to stop being friends with your kids. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You need to stop being friends with your kids. Your kids have to fear you.
My
Point blank
2-year-old was
period.
wearing the same shirt today.
As you? Or this shirt?
Yeah,
He shouldn't. He doesn't know who Nirvana is. That's bullshit. No, just kidding.
but I do.
Now I can hear the not be friends with your kid aspect. Like I sort of am with my son, but I've told him many times, like if you fuck up or something, I will kick your fucking ass.
Yeah.
If you
They
do
have-
something stupid.
There has to be a
There
little bit of
comes a
fear.
time in your relationship with your children, and I'm gonna say this as the child, where you have a different relationship with your parents when you get older.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I had that conversation today at dinner. I said, "Listen, I'm hard on you, buddy, but when you're in your 20s and you're doing okay, you'll thank me. You'll thank me." And
We can be
right
friends
now-
then.
Yeah, right now I'm going to seem like the biggest asshole in the world, and it's because I love you and I cherish you and I care about you. And I didn't say that, but he knows. I've told him before.
Mhm.
But like, I don't want you to turn out fucking like this fucking incompetent moron.
Am I the only one whose narcissistic parent would show up to every single
Hi, can you turn it
event
up?
I was ever involved in?
That's as loud as it
This
goes.
is one of those weird ones where I always felt like speaking about this behavior negatively could be perceived in the wrong way. Like my parent was just being supportive, and how lucky was I to have a parent who always showed up. Boo-hoo, your parent was there for you. But did you also feel like sometimes it was a bit excessive, especially if it was a bit more of a repetitive thing where maybe I was doing the same thing?
By the way, take a look at its house.
Yeah, gigantic.
Take a look at its house.
Yeah.
Guarantee you, I'm thinking it lives in New York somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That house is probably about $1.5 million. Mommy and daddy came to mommy and daddy had a job and still was able to come to every one of my fucking things after school. And they were narcissistic for it.
That's hilarious. It's wow. It's a whole level of retardation that I can't understand.
On multiple days in a row, like you do not have to attend every one. And what makes this lean more towards the negative, in my opinion, in terms of behavior, is that if I ever didn't want them to show up to every single showing of something, that was considered to be disrespectful. It was very much that taking me out of school for lunch, sort of picking me up and dropping me off everywhere I went energy, where on the surface, it seems very convenient.
I'm getting real Colin Kaepernick energy from this fucking idiot.
She got 2 black parents and it's reversed.
Right, yeah.
Like, look at the way it's wearing its hat.
No, it's the style for kids nowadays. It's gross, but that's just my opinion. I don't like it.
Oh shit!
Like, what's
Rich
the point? Just take the hat off.
Right.
Rich has got a bad tornado warning right now.
Uh-oh.
Fucking
Hope
that
you're
stuff
safe.
came. Yeah, be safe, buddy. That stuff
Yeah,
came
be
through
safe, homie.
the other night. Last night, that stuff came through here last night. And I slept through the whole fucking that wasn't last night, the night before. I slept through the whole fucking thing. The morning I woke up, there's like shit all over the place.
Very thoughtful even, but it's a pattern of controlling behavior, I think, for narcissistic parents that prevented me from.
You remember Terry Tate, office manager, office guy? I really wish that Terry Tate would just come and just fucking take her out right now. Just fucking line. Terry Tate was a linebacker that was going into the office and would just fucking mow down people. That's what needs to happen to her.
It's hilarious to me to hear somebody say it's controlling behavior for your parents to show support and show up to your shit and, show that they love you. That's controlling behavior.
To take you to lunch.
And did you hear me? Did you hear what I said about the house?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I these are the people.
Listen, she's probably on a summer break from her Ivy League school that her parents are paying for.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, dude, if I was her, I would. Man, oh my god. If she's still living with her parents and I was her parent and I saw that, I'd be like, hey, guess what? Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
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 Have a good one.
Yeah. You don't like it? Okay. Cool.
You don't like it? Go
See you
have
later.
a good one.
Guarantee
Talk to you later.
she's the first one to call the cops and telling them that my parents threw me out of the house. I've seen those videos. Those videos are great. When parents just had enough of their kids and throw them the fuck out, and then they call the fuck 12.
Yeah.
They call the fuck 12. My parents are throwing me out of the house. They don't want you in the house. No,
Yeah.
bullshit. I pay your salary. You got to tell them. They don't want you in the house.
Yeah, whose name's on the lease?
Yeah.
Theirs. Okay, later.
Yeah. It's just now, and I'm seeing video after video of whatchamacallit, the campuses where they're trying to They're trying to put up fucking Palestine, take down the American flag and pull up Palestinian flags.
Oh yeah, I saw that a couple. That's fucking horse shit. Did you
And-
see the World War II memorial thing where motherfuckers burnt a fucking American flag at it?
No. Did you see
Yeah.
they were protesting at the on Holocaust Remembrance Day at a
Mhm.
Holocaust museum?
Mhm.
Did you see they took George Washington and put them all in fucking Palestinian flags and everything like that? at one of
No,
the
I didn't see
monuments?
that.
Yeah. Then the other day, or yesterday, they tried to put up the flag, and the cops were holding it from being risen, and the cop went to go cut the cop had to, it was a campus police at GW had to ask permission to cut the rope so they couldn't put the flag up. So he finally got permission. He went to go cut it, and they were putting their hands on it. And he finally just ripped it off. He cut it and tried to rip it off, and they were trying to rip it. And one of the cops goes, "Motherfucker, you put your hands on me, it'll be the last fucking thing you do. You're going to fucking jail." And I was like, "You go, boy. You get him.
Fuck yeah.
Go, get him." And it was just like, and these motherfuckers.
And by the
are-
way, also I do have to say cheers to the frat bros the one day that saved that fucking American
Yeah.
flag.
Dude, almost it was over 500,000 at one point. It might have hit 1 million. And they're like, "What are you gonna do? We're gonna fucking throw a Ranger and a kegger." Like, good. That's what you
Mhm.
should be. Listen, I understand it, and this is nothing new. They made a whole fucking movie about this. That's what that's what they do in colleges. They go and they protest, but you don't fucking commit felonies and fucking kidnap custodians. And the one custodian had enough and fought back, and I don't know if he's in trouble, but there's also a video of a guy who apparently is a millionaire who was at this protest, and these people are a bunch of them, and I love when they call the people who want to go through like the quad or wherever they are, they call the people just
the
trying to walk through the
gymnasium?
agitators. Yeah, they're the agitators because they want to just walk through and go. They're the agitators. Mind you, you're protesting land being stolen while stealing fucking land by occupying land that doesn't belong to you, you fucks. God, they're just fucking stupid. And we allow this to happen. We allow it. These motherfuckers has never been punched in the face, and it fucking shows. It fucking shows. I was having this conversation with somebody the other day about how people have no problem talking shit behind a keyboard. You stepped up to their face and they just,
Oh yeah.
Called. There was a journalist, Joseph Cho, I think his name is. He was at he was covering, he's an independent reporter, and they have an umbrella. Antifa showed up. Antifa has an umbrella with his address on it.
Oh shit.
And they
fucked up.
started to say his address out loud. And he's like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here? You and your Nazi friends." The dude is Chinese.
Mm.
Dude, I'm so ready for this shit to be done and fucking over with, because it's just and you
We
once
got
again
all summer, man. This is
Yeah.
this is like the popcorn before the appetizer before the main course.
Right.
well, I mean,
Yeah, I think some shit's gonna be popping off later this
Yeah.
summer, or it's into the fucking early parts of winter and shit.
Listen, I said this before. Like, I was telling you, I was watching Karlin Boroshenko on one of her shows, and they had Angela Davis, who's a communist activist, months ago, like months and months ago, talking and congratulating her fellow commies for infiltrating the pro-Palestine movement. Like, I mean, it's there's so many different factions in this whole thing that are being co-opted by all these like socialist communists, that
Right.
it's just, it is what it is.
listen, when
I
you
mean, The reason why you hadn't heard anything about, you know, the Uyghur, like you don't hear anything about the Uyghurs, you know, and how they're being treated in China. People could have protested against that, done what's going on now. That didn't happen. Or the Falun Gong practitioners, or they could have been doing this about the Israel-Palestine conflict 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, like all of these things. And it's election time.
And by the way, fuck Michael Rappaport still. I don't give a shit if all of a sudden now he's on team. I'm not saying I'm gonna vote for Big Dick Donald Trump, but Pig Dick Donald Trump, you know, maybe he has a point. No fucking shit.
Michael Rappaport's still a bitch, and he always will be a bitch. He was funny. It seemed okay back in the day, but fuck him.
He has the best analysis from the Real Housewives franchise. So leave him alone. I watch him on Watch What Happens Live all the time. He's there. He's at BravoCon, and he does interviews with all the Bravo celebrities. Like, he's a big deal in the Bravo verse.
Like, listen, you get all these fucking bitches pregnant. Like, what would you do that for? Like, what you gonna do? Shut the fuck up. But when you lose, poor John Lovitz, I think you lost the plight here, folks.
Jewish people for years, including myself, have been, you know,
I hate his couch.
Mostly liberal and Democrat.
Yeah, it looks like fucking 1967.
It looks like he's at an airport.
Right, it does, yeah.
It looks like they went, hey, we're giving away free furniture at the airport. Who wants it? And he was just like,
Right.
I'll take it.
What
Guys, Marriott?
It's a 90s Taco Bell. What are you talking about?
That's actually very true. That's very accurate.
Where the fuck have you all been?
Right?
I wish it had a gong.
That's a 90s Taco Bell inside of a Marriott hotel. He's like, I'm here.
inside a mall.
And so, what do you do when the party that you've been a part of all your life is against you? You should vote for whoever you like. Okay? But if you're Jewish and they passed a bill about condemning anti-Semitism, which is condemning hate and violence toward Jewish people, 70 Democrats voted against it. And you've got
Motherfucker,
Chuck
it goes
Schumer,
against
who's Jewish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Number one, it goes against free speech. Number two, is so fucking broad it didn't matter what you said about anything. So sucks you're upset, John Lovitz, but get fucked with that.
The Bible. It was going to make the Bible verses illegal because it was talking about the Jews in the Bible in a negative light.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but once somebody starts going into a bill and they're upset about a bill that's fuck you.
No, he's not upset. He's upset that 70 Democrats voted against this bill.
Yeah, but he likes the bill. He wants it in.
Yes,
Fuck you.
well, yeah, of course.
I know, but that's
of course he likes the bill.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Of course he does.
Saying we should have elections in Israel now. And the reason President Trump and other people got mad is you're not supposed to interfere, ironically, Trump, interfere in another country's elections and in the middle of a war.
True.
We do it all the time. Like,
I know we do it all the time.
Is this a revelation to people?
It is.
Yes. People do not know this. People do not know we stick our finger in every fucking election across the sea.
We're the reason why Venezuela is the way it is, whether people want to admit that or not.
Yep.
Yeah. Honestly, my dad called me the worst thing I could ever imagine in my entire life when I was in high school. He called me a Democrat once. And it was because I was learning about the Vietnam War. And I was like, I don't understand why we stuck our nose in business that wasn't our own. He's like, shut up, you Democrat. I was like, oh, how dare you? It was awful. I didn't talk to him for a week. It was really painful.
Which, to be honest, now most people, even if you talk to him now, he might be like, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, I always didn't like these foreign war stuff.
We shouldn't have been in like any of those. It always starts off with a fucking lie. There's always It's 100% true. The first casualty of war is the truth.
Well, that's why you think of okay. So this is where I always go to. Okay, the Cold War. They wanted shit to pop off. That's why Bay of Pigs happened. And JFK was like, I'm not pushing the fucking button. Like,
Right.
I'm just not gonna do it. And everyone got pissed off. He got murked. And then sooner or later we got into fucking Vietnam.
Yeah. And it's happening now. And they're doing it. Listen, folks, we're going to war. I don't care what you think. I don't care what they're telling you. We're either A, at war, or B, going to war.
Yeah, I think we're already in it.
We have people in Ukraine training the Ukrainian soldiers. We have people in Gaza on a tier. And the fucking Secretary of Defense said they're not on the ground, they're up in the sky. But if somebody shoots at them, they have guns and can shoot back. That's a
I have
war.
one question though. Here's my question. So do you know that there's like a coalition between Israel and the United States, like training police officers in cities?
Yes.
I didn't really.
Why? Like
Because
like people from Israel, like soldiers from Israel come over to the United States all the time and like train police officers in the United States.
We do it for a lot of countries. I believe we'd also do it for China.
No, not we doing it. We have Israeli soldiers coming to the
Come over
United
here.
States.
Yeah,
I don't
to
think we.
train us.
Well, I mean, we may have been doing that with some Chinese ones too, because we do not in states that we want it to happen, but that has also happened in that because there was like Chinese police stations and shit. What was it like?
Chinese police stations in New York.
In New York,
and there's.
I remember
there's also,
reading that article about how like whether or not it's constitutional. I was like, what the fuck are they doing having? And they would like grab like Chinese citizens and shit. Like,
yeah, there's also a Muslim patrol in New York also.
They're like, you know what? Little bit of communism that you want, just go ahead and do that right here in New York. We got just grab those motherfuckers, and it's like, what the fuck?
by the way, I love John Lovitz. I do. I don't care what you guys say. He was the best in
The Wedding Singer.
Oh, he was really good in that.
Yeah,
I
like him. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I like him as an actor. I thought he was awesome. He's a great actor and he's a funny ass dude.
What do you suggest? A lot of night games.
Yeah. Marla Hooch. What a hitter.
I love he's going crazy and I'm reaping all the rewards.
Yeah.
He was great in the Benchwarmers. I mean, he's a great actor. I adore the dude, unlike Michael Rappaport, who could suck fucking pig dick Donald Trump's dick. But you know, we're not in a good place.
Honestly, though, as much as he was a prick and everything about it, it takes a lot of courage for him to even come out and say, like, yo, I think I made a mistake. You have to at least give him that grain of salt on it.
Because he has fucking backing. That's the only reason he's a fucking grifter. People who are pro-Israel.
I just said, oh.
No.
I think
the Jews.
Remembered.
The Jews, Mama J. He has the Jews to back him up. But yeah, he has a backing. So now he can come out and say it. And now he could be so now it's safe for him to just sit there and go, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but you know, I'm really thinking about voting for Donald Trump. And he's gonna fucking vote for Donald Trump. He's gonna absolutely 1000% do it, but he has no fucking balls to say it to anybody out loud because he's a fucking cunt.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people out there who just don't have the balls to just go, yeah, I'm voting for Donald Trump, or even go, it's none of your fucking business. But the problem is that when you say that, just like the vaccine, are you vaccinated? None of your fucking business. You're not vaccinated. It's none of your fucking business.
Oh yeah. Well, when it comes down to it, there's nobody else that I'm gonna fucking vote for. But Trump's gonna be my best choice when it comes down to it.
Nobody's gonna vote for fucking RFK. By the way, did you know he had a fucking bug or something die in his brain?
I guess. I mean, it shows. Look how he talks.
But his sister talks like that too. Did you not see? It's like
an
a family.
esophageal
Yeah,
problem.
I
My
know.
uncle has it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being an asshole.
You are being an
I
asshole.
don't think
Honestly, though,
someday I will
I
just
will.
be here. And I think I'm going to run for president of the United States of America. And the best.
I wonder if they would have
God,
a guy
you look like
talking
the son
for him.
from fucking
Breaking Bad?
Dad, you sell drugs, Dad, and I don't like it,
RJ or
Dad.
whatever the fuck his name was.
Dad, I think you guys, you're not right, Dad. You shouldn't down drugs.
Oh, that was hilarious.
By the way, Mom's going out and fucking everybody else. So, okay?
I saw there was something like he went into another movie or something, and somebody was like, "Man, he doesn't break character, does he?" I was like,
but yeah, I mean, it's gross. It's. I'm playing with. I forgot.
What was that?
Don't worry about it. We might get booted off of YouTube for that. Magazine. It was a magazine.
Yeah.
But
I just pull up my gun. I'm like,
speaking of, oh boy.
yeah.
But no, I do not. If you are turning the tide now, and you were strongly against everything before, I still have no respect for you. I have less respect for you now. At least I respect the people who are holding their own about it, because at least they're holding their own about it. But if you turn the tides now that you have the backing of certain people, you're a fucking ballless cunt. And I don't trust you, and I don't like
But
you.
here's the thing: would you rather someone be as you say, a ballless cunt and come over and open up their eyes, or stay blind and then vote for
But they have.
shit?
But are they going to admit it? Like, be like, okay, look, you know what? I was totally wrong, and I'm going to vote for him. Like, I can see some things that are wrong. But here's the thing with me though too is like I halfway don't like voting for Trump because he's not for parts of the Constitution he should be. But I will vote for him, and I will talk mad shit to him. That's the difference between me voting for him and some other fucking assholes that vote for Trump. Well, he was. I mean, I understand. No, I don't understand. I don't understand what he was doing sometimes because I'll call him a cocksucker, and I'll be like, I'm still gonna vote for you, but you're a cocksucker in some ways.
And he'd probably pat you on the back and go, "Yeah, you're right. I am, but I am who I am, and I get that. I do, but I think that Trump is more middle of the road than everybody likes to give him fucking credit for. I think and we saw it. We saw with the I don't agree with it. The bump stock, the red flag laws, the COVID money. By the way, the COVID money wasn't fucking Trump's fault. Just like the COVID money is not Biden's fault. It's Congress's fault.
I mean, that's true. I get
Congress
that too.
did fucking vote. They pressured him to sign it. Okay.
Right.
They told him everybody's going to die if you don't sign this. And Trump wanted to be middle of the road. He wasn't trying to be far right like everybody's trying to point him out to be. And by the way, all of a sudden, the mainstream media is now all of a sudden going, maybe we were wrong and pushed a lot of false shit. Now, that's just what I mean. Like, there was a guy at MSNBC or CNN was just like, yeah, we pushed out false narratives. And we did that. And, people are not trusting us anymore. It's like, yeah. You're now, once again, now all of a sudden it's okay to say it because guess who's probably going to be in the White House again? And all of a sudden now, and fucking, they're freaking out. Stonehead face Maxine Waters is sitting there telling people on television that she wants the DOJ to go after people in the mountains that MAGA supporters in the mountains. If he doesn't win, they're going to come out and start shooting and killing people. Like, what fucking fanfic are you thinking of, madam? Like, what is in your head?
Dude,
By the way,
she's so
like,
fucking dumb. She is.
Yeah.
She's out there.
Yeah. And
Anybody who believes her ass.
She's the one that doesn't know how to use a computer.
That's true.
But by the way, speaking of that, I know it was on my Twitter, but they're now going to make what is it? They're doing a project. Shit, I want to just make this last point. Where's Twitter? Because I went back. Me and Aaron were kind of going back and forth from what's Aaron's podcast again?
I had to say it.
I had to say it. Yeah, we have to get Aaron back on. We have to get a lot of people back on.
Last time he was on, I was in. It was like almost a year ago because I was in
Yeah.
Florida.
Yeah, I want to have him back on and the Wrong Boys again soon. Have the Wrong Show on
Absolutely.
again.
I was going to ask you because I saw your shirt and I love those dudes. They're the
Yeah,
best.
hell yeah.
Let's see. Share this screen.
There you go.
What we didn't want to happen is to go back to the community, and Jim, you know this, and people look at us and say, well, what did you do? No one on that project looks like us. No one in that project represents us. We did not want to have those conversations, and that's why those tireless meetings that took place on Zoom, it was Microsoft, WebEx, or whatever it was, and it wasn't working, and your bandwidth, and you had to turn off the camera or turn off the mic. As annoying as it was, we knew it was for us, by us, to make sure that this community that we represent looks like us. So I just want to say.
So my comment was, she doesn't even know what Zoom is called. People really want her as a representative, which Aaron went on to say, she's why Hochul doesn't think black kids know what a computer is.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, did she just prove Hochul was right?
Oh my God.
She didn't know what fucking Zoom was. She didn't know what Microsoft Meet was. And she's doing, I don't even know what the fuck she is. Hold on, what is she? New York just announced a historic $3.2 billion tax-funded grant to fix up JFK International Airport. This grant, signed off by Governor Kathy Hochul, is exclusively for non-white or women-owned businesses. Illegal, first of all.
So they're giving that money for women-owned, non-white businesses to fix JFK Airport.
Construction companies and stuff like that.
Okay.
So wait, I'm
okay,
sorry.
so wait, hold on.
Wait,
quick
what is-
question. So hear me out.
I
If
know where
there-
you're going. I know where you're going. This is why. Listen, this is why us three are the greatest ever. I don't care what anybody says. We're better than Rogan. Fuck that guy. No, Joe, have a son. We love you. I know exactly where you're going, and I'm waiting.
Okay. Well, because there's different paths here, right? So what if there's a Hispanic guy owns a company, but he hires all white people to do the
Right.
job?
Or
What?
Or
You
what
say
if
it.
you have a what if you have a guy who identifies as trans and has a business and gets part of that money and wants a part of that money? What
Yeah.
if you have a
And he hires all of his trans friends.
yeah,
Her trans friends.
I mean, once again, you made the rules. Don't
That makes-
fucking don't go don't go
man,
against
my
your
bra-
own fucking rules.
I say that makes shims a whole different thing if it's a fucking. I put a shim in it. He's right here. No, I'm just-
Oh my god.
Woo. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Be sure to tip your waitress.
I'm guessing a shim is something you have to do with construction.
Yes, yes. Putting shims in
Okay.
some is just like stacking shim up and yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, you have to be in construction to kind of get that joke.
Yeah,
That is
yeah, you do.
fucking amazing. That's an amazing fucking joke.
It's a real thinking man's joke whenever you're in the industry, you know.
Oh, fuck you. Holy shit. I'm crying. I'm fucking crying. I'm crying.
I win.
We should have just ended. You should have just ended the podcast.
Go out like George Costanza on Seinfeld. I'm going out on a high note. I'm out.
Oh, fucking A, dude. Holy shit. That's the podcast. That's it. We're Mama J, where can we find you?
Oh yeah, you. Well, you could find me on X at Suburban Mama 1, Suburban Mama the number 1. You can also find me and Haley on Pretty Antisocial Pod every Tuesday, starting either next week or the week after. On Tuesday at 10 a.m. for a good hour, and you can follow us on X at Pretty Anti-Pod. At Pretty Anti-Pod. Yay.
And you can find me tomorrow on Off Label Podcast.
Hell yeah.
Tomorrow will be our last 1 day a week show. Starting next week, we will be going 2 days a week, possibly a time change. We might be going a little bit earlier.
What?
Yeah, we will probably be going a little bit earlier because I'm now, closer to home and don't have such a far travel. So we might be going a little bit earlier. We might be having somebody join us once or twice a month.
But I'm always down.
Yeah. Listen, you guys are always invited. It's never
hell yeah.
But I don't know if I could say. She might be hosting a new podcast with somebody else. So, she might be on once or twice a month because her schedule right now is kind of during the day, but I'm excited about that. We are also on at Weekend Hangover. We are on Rumble now. So if you want to come follow us, Weekend Hangover on Rumble, Weekend Hangover on X. We will be going there more often. This weekend, we're still finding out what we're going to talk about this weekend, but next weekend we are going to dive into the COVID shit because there's so much that's come out and we don't want you to forget. Because listen, 9/11 never forget, COVID never fucking forget, because what they did to us, we should never forget.
Kids, our elderly,
right?
Every single person.
And I don't want to take away anything from the Holocaust. I don't want to take anything away from 9/11. It's just never forget the way they treated people for having a fucking brain and trying to do their own research and trying to be, and it was funny. Like, we'll get into it. Never mind.
Yeah. We'll get into
it. But we also listen. We want to just thank everybody. We haven't done this in a long time. I just want to thank everybody who comes in here every week and listens to us and watches us. This mundane nonsense bullshit that that we try to give you guys, and it's not mundane and bullshit. It's fun to do. And
especially Lydia 33 over here on Rumble. Thank you she said thank you. Love you guys. Growing your podcast. Hell yeah. See, that's what we love. Shit like that. And I agree. I love the fact that we're having more and more people come in and you guys enjoy us even doing the shit.
Yeah.
We're doing it for you guys. We're the people's podcast. That's why, again, Discord. We have the Discord over on Twitch. So if you go over there, you can find the link, join us on the Discord, come talk to us. Yeah. Tell us, ask us questions, see what we want to talk about, and what do you want to talk about, and all that.
If you want to come on and join us one day, we don't give a fuck. We will also, in the near future, be taking phone calls. We will have. I have a number that I got just for that. We're going to test it out and see how that works. But yeah, you are going to be able to call into the Business Party Podcast. I know it's going to be for the first couple of weeks. It's just going to be nothing but prank calls from friends. I already know.
Yeah. I'm in for it. I'm like here for it.
Oh,
absolutely.
We gotta try to have Jack call in because
oh my god, I know.
Listen, let's hope his phone works better than his fucking internet.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we just, like I said, thank you guys for tuning in every week. We want to grow. You know, we want to be able to do this, you know, for you guys, and we just want to get the information out. You know,
And also, and speaking on that note, let me know when you guys think that maybe might be a good time to do a second episode. Should it be like a Friday, Saturday, during the day, Friday earlier afternoon, something like that? Because I want to start getting a second episode going again, which it may be just me sometimes because they have other stuff going on, which I don't mind just jumping on, but I may not just totally talk about news. Maybe we might talk about music or something like that because I'm a fucking music head and other things. So trying to get more things going. And also that means that could be an opening for somebody else to just come on here and talk about some shit with me.
Yeah. I mean, we're like Biz said, we're the people's podcast. You know, if you ever wanted to do a podcast, if you ever wanted to join a podcast, it's easy. You give us your email, we'll send you a link, and you can join us for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however long you want. If you ever wanted to be on a podcast,
come on.
Come on in.
We don't care. We will, you know, we will help you out. We'll talk you through whatever it is. You don't have to be funny. You don't have to be, you know, witty, whatever it is. Just come on and be yourself and just see how it's like. See what it's like. I've always listen, I wish there was a podcast I could just go on before me and Biz, you know, and Mama J started doing this. I wish there was a podcast I could just go on and had the ability to. You have that. We are your ability. Come on. Just come hang with us for a couple. You know, if you're like, I'm bowing out. Yeah, go ahead. You know, you don't give a shit. We want to hear from you. We want to be a part. We want you to be a part of us. So join the Discord. Join us on Twitter. Open your mind. But yeah, thank you guys for being here every week. Biz?
And besides me trying to do a second day, which again, let me know in the comments, even not right now if it's not live, if you guys can think of another time or anything like that, or what maybe to talk about and other shit, because I want to keep trying to branch this out. Catch me on Stabbing Like OJ, 1B, STABLIKEOJ, for just gaming and talking shit. Sometimes I might come on here, but I don't think most of you guys want to watch gaming on this channel as far as I know. So I'm going to keep it over on that side and join me over there sometimes. And beyond that, check out that new Falling in Reverse song with Tech 9 and Alex the Terrible. Fucking sick.
Listen, also do me a favor, like and subscribe. Grab your friend's phone, type in Business Party Podcast, and hit subscribe on their phone too. Doesn't cost anything. Just subscribe.
Exactly.
You could just turn the notifications off. Just make us feel good. We want to feel good. We want to
Just
feel
make
love.
us feel good.
Every
just
time
want
we
a
see
hug.
every time we see that number go up, we just feel like we get a cyber hug. Just give us
Right?
a cyber hug.
Nice warm cyber hug for liberty.
And democracy.
Yeah.
And justice.
All right. And beyond that, I think that's about it, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. I hope you all have a good night. We love you all, and we will see you next Wednesday as usual. You might see me this weekend. Just pop up just because. And beyond that, love y'all. Have a good night.
Love y'all.